Hi folks, we're back with the Cartwright Walking Challenge in the Premier League, mates, and we're sitting second in the Premier League here, so we're doing pretty well so far. So since I left you guys in the last video, we'd demolished St Pat's there in the UEFA Cup, to be expected. Did take a loss in the league though again. We've got beat 3-1 away to Sunderland, and it seemed that Courville was the culprit here. I think he's maybe just fallen short on the Premier League level there, so changed things up a wee bit. I've brought in Mika here, so Mika's going to be playing in the central midfield, so I've switched it up there and just dropped Courville because it looked like he wasn't cutting the mustard, as they say, making Harasimovic my captain, and why not? Why didn't I see that before? Look at his stats, he's got a 14 for influence there, and he's been the talisman for 3 full seasons there, so I think he's deserving of the captaincy. So that's the wee change up I made. No transfer movement since the last video. Yeah, Laurie's away to Huddersfield, but I think you'd already seen that. So yeah, not really going to be much transfer movement until at least kind of January time, I'd say, or December. But here we are, so catching up on what's been happening. We had an easy time in the UEFA Cup first round there, and we drew Helsingborg in the second round. Now I thought these guys would be a walkover, to be fair, but it was 0-0 at home. But we've had 2 good wins in the league there, beating Tottenham and Derby. So we're catching up in this next series of games here. We've got Chelsea at home, Sheffield Wednesday in the League Cup, Blackburn away, and then that big one against Helsingborg where they've basically made a game of it. So we'll need to see how that one develops. But the good news is we're pretty much we're at full strength here, and we're getting good kind of early promise from a few of those summer signings. I'm really happy with Klompy here as my left centre back, and Arujo's doing well as well, and Caliph in the middle as well. So a solid back 3 there. I'm really happy with that for the price. So it's a Bosman, it's a 500k, and it's a 3.1, so 3.6 million, and I've got 3 solid defenders there, which is the main thing I wanted to make sure was up to scratch as well, because I was happy with my strikers and my attacking players. So there you are, and we'll crack on with this next game. So home to Chelsea, they're sitting 18th in the league, so obviously not good times for those guys so far, so we're hoping for 3 points here, folks. And if you remember, we played these guys in the League Cup semi-final last season and bet them over 2 legs. So I definitely think we're going to be competitive in the league. I'm not sure if we're going to have quite enough to topple maybe Man United if they're having a good season, but the main thing is to be competitive and getting that top 4. And I think with a bit of strengthening in the in the summer again, we could definitely be up there next year. But we're going to be in the right side of the table anyway, that's for sure. I just feel like maybe the odd game we might take a loss. We've lost 2 already, which would, if that continues, that would put us on track to maybe lose 6 across the season, which probably wouldn't be enough. So we need a kind of solid run of 7 or 8 wins on a trot, probably, just to get that optimism up a wee bit more. But you can't complain when you're sitting second in the table and you're only a point behind Man United. Maybe I'm overthinking it there. But we're looking good here against Chelsea, folks. 3 up, pretty good condition wise as well. And if you're looking at these kind of main attacking players I've got, Eldar's only 21. He's just going to get much better. Madeira 26, still a few years on him. Sariavi 26 as well, so's Harasimovic. So we're there's no need to change that kind of formula for the next 2 seasons whatsoever. And we're looking like it's a comfortable win there, 4-1, sellout crowd of 13,485, and we're keeping on the tails of Man United there, so that's where you want to be. It's good to have a settled team so early in the season as well. Like, I'm not thinking about replacing anyone, which is a good spot to be in. Right, so we have we've got Sheffield Wednesday, I believe it is. Yeah, so League Cup 3rd round, we're at full strength, we're ready to rock and roll with this one. Quite the wee season this guy's having so far. 7 goals, that's 8 goals from the right wing position, so that's added a bit extra from what I was getting from Kalu. I think that's better, and then obviously he went for 7.5 million. So we'll be hoping to get by these guys without too many problems. And hopefully keep this form going so that we can deal with Helsingborg. As I say, got kind of more from them than I expected there. They held us off at home. Luckily we didn't concede an away goal, of course, so if we go over there and score, then it's going to be a tough one for them. And we'll give Scott McDonald a wee run out here. So yeah, looking pretty dominant there on the match stats, action zones. 43% of play in the Sheffield Wednesday penalty area, although 2-1's not exactly. Oh, there we go. Captain steps up to make it safe. So another solid win there, and you see the goalkeepers gotten so much better, so I was right to bring Flowers in as a coach there. Tim Flowers, Klompy's getting brilliant ratings for putting a big release clause for him, because you will definitely get offers for him, and I've got got enough money saved up that I can be absolutely stubborn when it comes to these kind of players. And we might get might be close to just levelling out on the net spend now as well. So we spent 10.25, 7 million in sales, and we could easily make up that 3 million if I get a bit of interest in them. So that's stability there as well in terms of the spending. We've got Caliph called up to international duty, so we'll pop Mirsimic in. And it's Blackburn away. Could be something of a tough wee game here. Oh, red card for Langfield. So that's not what we're after, folks, and it's going to be a penalty as well, so we could be pissing against the wind here, unfortunately. Yep, 2-0. So whenever your keeper gets sent off early on, you're going to be in trouble, and here we go, this could be our worst defeat yet. Don't know if we've been 3-0 down so quickly since I started playing the whole game, actually. So we're going to have to fight back from disaster here potentially. With 10 men, it's a tough task. Can we do something spectacular here? So we'll bring on Warwick, who's a bit more defensively minded there. Glimmer of hope here, folks. Oh God. No! OMG. Wow. Down to 9 men. This is going to be an absolute hammering now. So we had a wee spell like this last season as well, where the red cards just seem to be coming thick and fast. But there's no easy games in the Premier League, folks, and you know, Blackburn, they're just sitting right behind us actually, so maybe caught us cold here. Although they've had a sending off as well. But yeah, this is one to forget. So yeah, having lost 3 games already, I'm not entirely optimistic about winning the league, but I'm certainly thinking we'll be in top 4. So that was the target. And it'll be easier to get the next kind of level up on players in the next off season. And of course we'll have a look at some Bosmans in December. A few players still at Ajax that I'd like to get a look at if we can. And Neil Alexander going to Colorado Rapids. Okay, so we've got Calif back for this Helsingborg game. And then we've got Man United away coming up in the league, so it's going to be a tough one, folks. But despite the red cards, we're at full strength for this one, as they won't count as suspensions in Europe, of course. And we ease in gently there with the early couple of goals, so yeah, good stuff there. We're definitely on track for getting through here. This is kind of what I expected in the first game, to be fair. But we came up against a stubborn defence in Helsingborg, which is clearly not so stubborn today. But this is a good wee confidence booster there after taking that beating from Blackburn. Walking downside down for long, mate. So this is pretty dominant stuff here. Although it seems to be a bit of a midfield battle. But yeah, they're certainly not creating anything at all. And yeah, good dominant performance there in the UEFA Cup second round, so happy with that wee bounce back. Clean sheet as well, good stuff. And Klompy started getting his Dutch caps as well, so that's just going to add to his value. We should get the UEFA Cup third round draw pretty soon. Oh, Man United took a loss to Everton, no? So that kind of opens up a door there. Only 4 points in it. Fortunately, we haven't had any draws, so maybe you can coast a few losses as long as you're not picking up draws too often. There we are. And we have Crew at home, so this is basically a must win. They must be one of the worst teams in this league, so we definitely want 3 points here. And we're off to a good start through Eldar again. Sarajevo pops up. So this is looking more like it, folks. It's easier to win games if your keeper doesn't get sent off after 12 minutes. That goes without saying. But yeah, you can see there's goals all over the pitch in this team. Good spread of threats. And even though Harasimovic hasn't been scoring in the last few games, his numbers are still fantastic there. And he's only 25 actually, so I thought he was older than that. There we are. So good to get another 3 points on the board in the league and keep hanging with the boys at the top here. So yeah, it looks like a solid wee 3-0 there again keeping the clean sheet, so I'm definitely happy with the old defensive solidarity at the moment. It's good to see. Oh yeah, so we'll get the third round draw for the UEFA Cup after these games, once the teams that finish third in the groups drop into it. So let's see how that's landing. Will we get a favourable draw? Rosenborg. Happy with that one. Remember we got Valencia 2 seasons ago in the third round and went out there, but I'm pretty sure we'll get through against these guys. So I'll play through to that on this video. Might go a wee bit over the normal 20 minutes there, but look at that, we've got 2 Man United games, so why wouldn't we want to see these games showcased, eh? Let's see if we can do this. But I do have that double suspension just in time for the Man United game, so awesome. Okay, so will we go Taylor or Wyland? I think we'll go Wyland. He's a Swedish international now, so we'll put him in. Oh my god, we've got a few on international duty here as well. Wow. How has that happened? Holy smokes, we're just going to have to totally rethink the team here. So a bit of a curveball here, folks, because there's just so many international call-ups. Right, so I don't even have 3 defenders. Right, so I can bring Morgan back into the fold at least. So guys, this is going to be a tough one. Although, are Man United in the same position? No. So it's Turkey he's been called up to. So there's obviously some international fixtures going on, but not like England, Scotland, etc. And this has really caught me out of left field here. So this is going to be an experimental lineup at best. Right, so we can put McDonald on the left wing, Severin, wow, Arasimovic as well. Tell you what, there's some advantage to Man United here. Right, well we've scraped together something at least, and we'll make Woolwork. We'll make Woolwork captain. Arujo. Right, so folks, I think we may end up getting whipping here. Really had to throw together this team now due to international fixtures. So this is unfortunate because I don't know how I could have seen that coming. I mean, fair enough when it's like African players or that, but these like kind of Eastern Europeans and Scandinavians all seem to be playing international games, and it's not good. Yeah, don't seem to be doing too bad. At least we're not getting absolutely cubbed at half time. So yeah, sometimes you just get a little bit of a spanner in the works and you have to roll with the punches, folks. So that's what we're doing here. If we can get a draw, I'd be happy enough for that. That's a penalty. Oh no, Bartes saves. Oh, come on, Woking, come on. Do the impossible, Mikes. Nah. 2-0 it finishes to Man United, so, and that feels like something of a injustice in a sense. I mean, they may well have beaten us no matter who we had, but that was an unwanted surprise. But Man United away, if you're going to write off any game, it will probably be that one in this league. So it's European playoffs, that's why there's only so many teams playing. Playoffs caught me out there. Dagnammit. So there might be a few international jobs usually come up when that happens. I don't imagine it'll be England though. No. To get a role in the England setup, you know, Cartwright style. Right, so we've got some defenders back here at least. Let's get the team back to how it should be. Right, we're good to go with this one. Okay, so can we bounce back against Newcastle at home with something that's more like our top team again? No, so we're still in the disaster zone, I'm afraid, so far. Oh no. It's all going Pete Tong for this Woking season. That would be 5 losses in the first half of the season. Fortunately, the other clubs just don't seem to be taking off yet. Your Arsenals and your Leeds and that kind of thing, they're similar positions to ourselves, but yeah, clearly there's a few things missing if a player or two are out for me here. I might need to maybe rethink things with coaching as well, because this is a bad one, folks. 3 yellow cards as well. You must be woking what's actually going on here. We'll give that a go. Oh, it's disaster time, folks. 2 league games in a row we've lost now. So we're going to have to do a bit of upgrading here, I think. Otherwise, we're going to be under threat for even the top 4. You can't lose 5 games, and this is a bad one. This is 4-0 now. Oh no, 5-0. So that is the worst defeat we've taken since the game started playing the game. Wyland's obviously not quite ready for Premier League level yet as a goalkeeper. That's been revealed. So we'll see how we get on with this UEFA Cup game, because there's no point. I can only sign, if I'm still in the UEFA Cup, I can only sign 4 players maximum to kind of improve on things. But yeah, we've got some work to do here. So we've kind of hit a wee iceberg in this Premier League season. For the first time, I've kind of been like, whoa, wait a minute. You know, since I started playing the Woking Challenge through the seasons, this is the first time it's kind of been like a wee mini crisis. So, you know, eventually these things happen, I guess. If I take a look at my coaches though, I mean, they are pretty solid. Fitness guys. Yeah, that's what you want for tactics. Don't know if I would like be blaming the coaching really, unless maybe I get another assistant manager. But yeah. Right, so we've got Klompy back for this game. Okay, so can we get through to the 4th round of the UEFA Cup? Oh no, I forgot to put Langfield back in goals, didn't I? I think we should be okay here. I don't think Rosenberg are any great shakes really. And the away goal's a good start. Tomadira pops up. Yeah, so I think what we need is a goalkeeper. We need a central midfielder. That's the 2 I would be saying need to be upgraded. So I'll go and hunt for those, at least get 2 on board. But yeah, so good. We're going to be going through in that UEFA Cup 3rd round. So there you have it, folks. We've hit a bit of a fork in the road with these 2 league defeats in a row. I'm going to go and try and get a couple of players on board just to, you know, improve things, because we're already 7 adrift to Man United in the league title challenge. So we'll do that. I'll come back for let me just do these games. We'll just maybe come back after I've had a bit of a look at transfers and do the next video for this wee clutch of games here, because Liverpool, Man United, Arsenal, Leeds, see if we can improve on things. Cool, so catch you in the next videos, folks. First time in the Woking Challenge that we've got, as I say, bit of a crisis going on at the moment, so something to work with. Cheers, folks.